Yes, I'm wearing these headphones again. I'm still trying to figure out the mic thing. Well, still hadn't figured it out. We're giving it another shot, different setup. Came over to Huff in even more puff at the Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa, Florida, in the high limit room. We're going to go 20-cent denomination, $20 per spin. I put 2,500 in here. And let's see how this goes. Okay, that's a nice start. Those are the lazy piggies. Okay, we're only $10 down so far. If we walked away right now, we'd only have lost a few bucks. Now we're $50 down. Okay, remember on this game, we need 6 hats, 3 buzzsaws. If that third buzzsaw is a golden buzzsaw, we go up to the second wheel there, which gives us bigger and better prizes, hopefully. We have 3 levels of pigs here for line pays. We have the lazy piggies, the working piggies, which I also call the vocational school piggies. That's a working piggy in the upper left-hand corner there. And we have the piggy bankers. That's the working piggies or vocational school piggies on the right. The piggy bankers are the biggest ones. The wolf, as you see right over there, is wild. You have a couple ways that you can get random bonuses. One is the wolf has arrived, and that's when it howls. Arr! That's kind of fun. And you get the tail bonus, where a tail comes across the bottom. And, you know, there's just a lot of ways to win here. So let's see, all we need is one. Oh, this is good. We have the tape measures for $90. You could do that all day long, and I wouldn't complain. Until I had to take a bathroom break. Then I'd have to run away and then come back and continue. That's 4 hats. We need 6. Okay, those are some working piggies. Just had a few of them there, not enough. You know, it's not unheard of to get a full screen of some of the pigs. I don't know, I've had close to a full screen before, and it's just a great payoff. Okay, oh, that's 2. Oh, we like that song. That's the toolbox. It's for $120. That helps. Let's keep these line pays coming often until we hit a good bonus. Oh, that is a triple noiser with only 3 hats. Oops, just bumped my camera there. You know, as I alluded to before, I'm still playing with different microphones. Oh, we got those toolboxes again. Still trying to figure everything out. You know, it's funny, as much as I, put all the stuff together and tried it at home and checked all the levels and everything, it's like, it's hard to mimic the casino environment at home. I, go in my office and turn on the TV really loud, try to get some background noise. And it was doing really well, but, my goal was to be able to, play some of the machines on the main floor where it's super loud here and have some directional microphones, and to be able to get you, hit my stand here. And, to be able to get the sounds of the machine that are clear, makes it sound like you're here. And it's just not that easy. I can, on my voice, I can use voice isolation. And I'm hoping on this mic, I don't have to use too much of it, because the more you apply, the more robotic or mechanical you sound. It can get rid of, a lot of the background noise. Oh, look at that. Not good enough. Okay, let me see. We're $600 or so into this, and we're not seeing any bonuses yet. I think we're going to get one. I have not had a good night at the slot machines tonight, either with the microphones or the payouts. I've been putting more money in than I can get out of it. But I figure we're going to change that right now. Can I get a water, please? Thank you. That was a nice cocktail waitress over here. You got to stay hydrated when you play. Here, I'm going to go and pull up my tip money. Be ready for it. Okay, I have my tip money out, and I'm ready for it. Let's hope I'm in the middle of the bonus when she gets here. See, the way the random bonuses go, even if you have 1 or maybe 2 hats on there, you got to give it half a beat, because that's when some of the randoms might come in and fill in the openings. But we're not seeing that yet. Toolboxes for $18. That's $2 less than the $20 spin. Okay, there's some executive piggies for 6. So far, not seeing a whole lot of activity at all. I think I might have to come up with a new sport, because slot machines just hadn't been pulling it off for me lately. Oh, that's 2 buzzsaws. We need 3. And remember, the ideal situation is to get the 3rd one being the golden buzzsaw. Okay, the rulers with a wolf wild in the middle, or to the right, $90. Oh, okay. That's the executive piggies. That's the biggest payer when it comes to the line pays, but you got to get them all the way across and get a bunch of them. They have to connect from left to right. Double noiser with 3 hats. So what do you think? You think this machine's going to pay off? Oh, by the way, you know, I think I'll go on and say it. I always say it, Dan. Always, you know, it's kind of tacky when, you know, I know when I'm watching. Oh, look at this. Oh, almost all the way across. 540. That's $108. You know, it comes off kind of tacky sometimes. So, you know, I'm just a small channel. I don't post new slot machine videos every day. You know, regular listeners, you know, or viewers know why. But, you know, take a minute. If you enjoy what I do and you realize how much work it takes to put these things up and get them together, give me a thumbs up. Hey, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. If you want, subscribe and don't forget to click the bell. Now, let's get a bonus. Boy, it's trying to give us a full screen of Executive Pigs, just hasn't done it yet. You know, it's funny, when you come up to a bank of machines, and it's about 11 o'clock at night right now. This is my last round before I go to bed, at least that's famous last words. I look around, there's 3 of these machines, you know, side by side. And I looked at them and, you know, trying to figure out which one that you do want to buy. And this one had the larger major. It's $21,600. By the way, at the 20-cent denomination, the mini is at $200, the minor is at $1,000. Oh, and we have the 6-hat bonus. So as I was saying, minis at $200, minors at $1,000, major $21,600, the grand's at $127,000. There's the super grand, but no, we're not eligible for that at the moment. Okay, now come on, we need 3 hats to get a respin. We've got to turn those straws into woods. Right now it says we don't have any woods yet. Oh, come on, you took us so long to get a bonus. We're $1,300 into this machine so far. Oh, this isn't good. Come on, we need 3 hats. Oh, what? I tell you what a disappointment. This isn't good. And let's see what the big bad wolf does. Only straws. Ugh. Okay, at 20 cents, we have what, $130 or so? Let's see. $143. Hold on, I gotta check something on the camera. I made a camera adjustment here. You know, I had to adjust the aperture on it. It looked a little hot to me, a little bright, so I kind of toned it down just a bit. You know, you're having one of those days when nothing you do is right. I'm having one of those days. It's going to be better tomorrow. I'm here for one more day. I go home. That's today. It's a Monday night now. Here for Tuesday, and then go home Wednesday. And that was just a disappointing bonus, you know, for a $20 spend. Oh, look at that. We got lazy piggies going all the way across. This is going to be $270. That helps. Thank you, lazy piggies. See, you know, that's what a good line pay is. Oh, that's a 4 hats. We need 6. As you well know, that's just 2 buzzsaws. We need 3. The 3rd one should be gold. That would be really nice. Okay, that's 5 with some lazy piggies for 12. Okay, I'm running out of things to say, so let's get a bonus. 3 hats and 1 buzzsaw. That doesn't do any of us any good, except the machine and the casino. Okay, that's 2 and only 2. Okay, let's get serious here now. Okay, we're going to get a bonus within 5 spins. 5. You know, this never works. Gives me something to do. 4. Come on, let's work this time. Okay, we have tape measures. 3. Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just got my water. Good service here in the high limit room. Getting tangled up with all these wires I have around here. You know, it's kind of weird wearing these big headsets here in the casino. I have to tell you, I'm sure the people looking at me, who's that guy with the light on and cameras and all these wires? I'm like, oh, Wolf has arrived. Let's make sure this is a good one. 6 hats, the last hat bonus was not a good one. We only had straws. This is going to be better. Remember, we have $2,500 in the machine. We're at $938. Okay, that's 1 hat. 3 gives us a respin. We want to turn those straws into woods, not like that, and then into gold mansions. Oh, come on now. I have a feeling this is going to be a come from behind winner. Oh, where are all the hats? Come on, there's no tariffs on hats. We got 1 more chance. Last chance for romance. Do it right. 1. Holy smoke. I don't think I picked a good machine. The question is, do I stay on it or do I move to another? I think I'm going to stay on it. A winner never quits and a quitter never wins. Okay, we have $100. Well, 104 with the line pay. That's just pretty crappy, I gotta tell you. That's just disappointing. When I saw the Wolf has arrived, okay, we have the vocational school piggies. And the reason I called them that, notice they have a job. They're not dependent, or they weren't dependent on student loans and bailouts. There's the tape measures, and they have a good career. They take good care of their family. And there they are again. Hey, line pays are starting to pick up just a little bit. Maybe this machine is waking up. Wouldn't that be nice? There's a super grand on this machine. Oh, look at that. We now have a hat bonus. Okay, the first 2 were not good. Let's see if this one can be better. Let's get started. 1 hat. I gotta tell you, this is just not good. Come on, give me a good bonus here. Huff and even more puff. Okay, that's 2. We need 1 more. At least we have 2 woods this time. Okay. Oh, 1 more wood. Come on, can we get some mansions? Can we get a respin? No. I gotta tell you, this is slowly creeping up, but this is just not doing well for me at all. What do you think? Okay, so far, remember, we are at a 20-cent denomination. We're at $60. Okay, we're at 210 plus the 4. Oh, that's 214. 214, that's the area code for Dallas, Texas. I know I've spoken about this before. Remember when you used to remember everybody's phone number? It's not like, you could just ask your phone to dial somebody or just look them up in your contact database. We had little phone books. We had to remember their phone numbers. Or you had to call information. Call 411. $30. That's 50% return on that single spin, but we gave it back. It's but it's funny when you look back on it. Those things were not difficult for us in the day, and you talk to people who have never used phone books or who have only grown up with smartphones. They have no idea what it was like. I mean, it was interesting. I don't want to sound like the old fart in the room, but it's like, I don't want to say you don't know what it's gone. It's the exact opposite. You didn't have it, so you didn't miss it. Okay, I'm going to just sit back here and wait for a bonus. I'm going to give this one more try. If it isn't a good bonus, we're walking away. So Huff and even more Puff, I'm putting you on notice. Look, we had 2 wilds in there, but nothing connected. Okay, $4. Now, I started to say before the Super Grand's at 261,000, but you need to get up to the second wheel first. You can get that a couple ways. If you're in a bonus and you have some mansions, you can get the wheel or upgrade on that. And then once you're on the top one there, I don't think I've ever seen anybody get the Super. But wouldn't it be nice? That major, I'd be thrilled. $21,000. Yeah, I've been reading a bunch of stories lately about how tourist traffic, I was going to say tourism, how tourist traffic in Las Vegas is down like 10, 11, 12%. Those are some pretty big numbers there. A lot of people are blaming it on, years ago they got rid of the free parking, and that really affected locals. But, for tourists, it's all the extra fees they add on the rooms, the resort fees. And, I saw one commentator talking about they have a resort fee. One thing it includes is access to the pool. Well, in Las Vegas, as we know, it gets hot in the summer, but it can get cold in the winter. And even in the cold winter months, they still charge you for pool access and things like that. And, people just get tired of it. So they start going to places like Reno or, at the Hard Rock in Florida or, around the country, or to other independent casinos where their business is just a little bit more valued. But, a lot of these hotels are owned by public corporations. And, they have to keep showing profits year over year over year, and they have to keep throwing things on there. So they might take some services away or charge additional fees for other services. It's just sad to see. I hadn't been to Las Vegas in quite some time. I looked for real estate there for a while, but I had a few failed deals and just finally said, that's just fate telling me it wasn't supposed to be. Okay, now this is fate. This is either going to be a good hat bonus or we're going to step away and find something else. So let's get started. Okay, before we had no respins on the other, I believe it was the 3 bonuses, and so far, that's not good. Oh, okay, we have 2 hats, not 3. Okay, 2, at least we have 2 woods. Come on, let's keep going. Let's get some, okay, we have our first respin out of 3 bonuses. I wonder if we can get a mansion out of this, but at least we're stepping up. Okay, let's get 3 more hats again. Okay, that's 1, but didn't hit. We got to hit on the wood so we can get a mansion. Okay, got another respin. At least we're filling up the board. I think we have all but 1 space filled, but we got to get some mansions. Have 2 more spins to get something good here. That's 1. Okay, another wood. Come on, let's get mansions. Okay, we have a mansion and a respin, so this is not over yet. I keep saying 1 more spin to go. Let's hope we have more than 1 spin to go. Let's see. Okay, so we have 1 mansion here. I was talking to a guy earlier, and they said, it only takes 1 mansion. I said, boy, I sure would like to have a lot more, but he's absolutely correct. Well, let's see if it's going to work this time. At least this is going to be better than the previous bonuses. And now the big bad wolf sits back, relaxes, and blows down those straw huts. Okay, $90. There went the woods, and we are up to about 300 and some odd. Okay, and 75, that's 150. Okay, 232. Total of 465. So at least the bonuses are getting a little bit better. You know, again, I said if it wasn't great, I was going to leave. Well, let's just see if we can get one more, famous last words. Just one more, just one more. Okay. Those are our vocational school piggies for 186. That was better than some of the hat bonuses that I had. Still haven't seen a buzzsaw bonus, nor have I seen a tail bonus. Okay, I have a feeling we're going to get the buzzsaw bonus with the golden buzzsaw. Get a double screen of something. What do you think? I should close my eyes. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes and see if anything good happens. No, I could tell nothing happened. Okay, buzzsaws only 2. There is a sort of... I know I've probably said this joke before many times, but, I think maybe Huff and even more Puff thinks that there is a tariff on buzzsaws or circular saws. Okay, we had Lazy Piggies for 30. And I want to tell you, I am waiving those tariffs tonight. So you can feel free to give me as many as you want. In fact, we're going to give back. We'll give you a tariff bonus. We'll give you credit for future tariffs for a golden buzzsaw. Okay. I'm wondering if I should have left after that last kind of mediocre bonus. Okay, $12. Boy, I saw that golden buzzsaw trying to peek down, but there was only one buzzsaw on the screen. So that, even if it would have shown its pretty face, it wouldn't have helped. Okay. That's 4. Get your attention when you hear that, and it goes at least twice. 3. Oh, there's that golden buzzsaw. All by its lonesome self. Okay, machine, you are wearing me out. I have a feeling we're going to take this down to the bottom and go find something else to play. Wait. Okay, 3 and 5. Okay, boy, we got 2 more spins left. Last chance for romance. Okay, here we go. Wager saver. Oh, we couldn't even get that. It was more than 50%. Okay, come on, let's go find something else to play. Okay, I put in $1,250 in the machine. Let's do the Jackpot Joe method. We'll go 20-cent denomination, $15 per spin. Ooh, I had 30. I didn't mean to do that. That's too rich for my blood. Okay, this went down to $15 per spin, $1,250 in the machine. I have 1 more of those tickets, and I'm not going any further than that. Okay, same thing, same drill. 6 hats, 3 buzzsaws, no golden buzzsaws on here, but we didn't get any on the other one either. I always call this machine Old Faithful, because when, some of the newer machines with all the extra bonus features, when they would kind of peter out on you, this one always seemed to come through. The only Huff Puff that I've never been able to win on is the original, the OG. That one was tough. In that one, it's only 6 hats. There's no buzzsaws on it. And, you're supposed to get some pretty good line pace. Didn't work for me. But we tried. That's going to be my last probably round of the evening. Okay, what do we have here? $5. Okay, come on, Huff and more Puff. I mean, the even more gave me even less. Double noiser with 2. Oh, some good noise there for the tape measures. Yeah, I'm going to turn the machine volume down just a little bit there. Let's see how that is. Oh, that's too soft. About there. Let's try that. Some people call that a winnability meter. Wouldn't that be nice if that was true? Okay, $6. I haven't really seen anything good at all on this machine yet. Oh, okay, triple noiser, but only 5. What's that for? Oh, I have my light blocking me here. $6. Not a hoopla for nothing. Oh, look at that. 3 and 1. One buzzsaw. Where's your buddies? You know, on that previous round, those bonus rounds were so disappointing. Only getting straws. Oh, look at that. Okay, we have a coin shower here. I think this will be pretty good. I'm going to guess $360. Let's see what that is. I say that because I'm looking down here. $360. That really does help. We were sinking fast there. We like those full screens of pigs. Let's do that again. But let's do it with the executive piggies over here. I remember one time I was playing Puff on the main floor. You know, and I didn't have a good round. I was going. It was keeping me in the game. I was probably playing about half an hour or so. And I get down to the lucky chance when I'm just getting ready to leave. I said, after that one, I'm going home. That's 2 buzzsaws. And I get the lucky chance spin, and I get all but 1 square of the executive piggies. And that was great. Now, when I say I was playing about the same amount, maybe $15 or $25 per spin, and I tell you, the money I was losing, I made it back on 1 spin. So some people say when you're in the bonus, it only takes 1 mansion, but when you're in the game, it only takes 1 spin. But you just need to get that good spin. It seems like they're fewer and far between these days. Anyway, I was talking about Las Vegas earlier. Hey, you know, I'm curious if, okay, we have the 3 buzzsaws. And let me tell you something. If we end up getting the buzzsaw bonus, that is in the perfect position because we'll end up with, I want to say either 2 or 3. No, I'm not sure, 2 or 3 mansions here. So let's get started. So now is the perfect time to get a buzzsaw bonus. We just want to avoid the mini because that's at 200, minors at 1,000, majors 11,000. Oh, we're going to get the mansion feature. Oh, how do you like that? Maybe we're going to turn this thing around. Well, I couldn't get a lot of the respins before a lot of the hats. Now's the time we need them. So we're starting off with 3 mansions. Now, every time a hat lands, it's a mansion. So let's fill them up, Buttercup. Boy, how do you like that? That's what you need to wake yourself up. Okay, 1 more mansion. We're already up at 4 mansions. We're just getting started. Okay, 2 more mansions. That's 6. Okay, 8. Let's see, that one's going to scoot around to an open space. Come on, hats. Okay, we got 1 more. Let's get hats up. Everyone, we get a respin and we'll fill them up. Okay, 1 more. We have 1 more chance. Let's get that respin now. 1, 2, okay. Woo, I gotta tell you, I am liking this now. Mini is at 200, minors at 1,000, majors at $11,785.56. And that grand, which I doubt I can get for a $15 spin, is $141,000. That major, Wouldn't it be great? I could get my first big check. Come on, big bad wolf, let's do something great. Okay, we got a minor, we got a bunch of minis, and I gotta tell you, we have hit a jackpot. We have a hand pay. Okay, that is like $3,600. Da, 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 da. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. And if you think about it, okay, I started with $2,500 on the other one. I put $1,250 in here. I just might be ahead after this. See, it only takes one spin. How do you like that? Okay, let's go ahead and count them up. $3,525. $3,525. Call attendant. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in and get my hand pays. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do. So I'm either going to go to another machine or I'm going to take a break. So either way, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. That's it for now. I'm the Gadget Guru, Andy Parr. Thank you for watching.